hopefully you are very fine and healthy as well amid the lockdown. So whatever it may be, carry on your studies, continue your lessons, and stay home, stay safe. Okay, today I will give you a list of words from the story The Land of Pharaohs, and from textbook of class 6. It is a very beautiful story, and in the next video I will discuss about the story, but today I will just give you a list of words and information about some personalities mentioned in the text. And you must do what? You must keep your textbook open in front of you and get a notebook and a pen ready so that you can write the words with their meaning. I will tell you, and you have to read the story line by line repeatedly, because the textbook is yours, the lesson is yours, and as a teacher, what I do for you, I can give you the guidelines, I can provide you guidelines how to read. But whenever you read the story repeatedly, imagine yourself as one of the characters of the story and make your view clear about it and make sense of it. What does the story actually tell us? What is the story is about? So we have some words, and you must write them down in your notebook, and also read its meaning repeatedly, and you will have to read the story line by line, because there are some information of ancient civilization of Egypt, and I will discuss it later in the next video. So let's start. The first word is entitled. Entitled. E-N-T-I-T-L-A-D. Entitled. What is the meaning of entitled? Entitled means to give somebody the right to have something. To give somebody the right to have something. Or you can say permitted or allowed. So I will give you an example. Your school has entitled you to organize a cultural program on the Teachers' Day. What? Your school has entitled you to organize a program on the Teachers' Day in your classroom. Okay? That is called entitled. Entitled means permitted. Your school has allowed you to organize a program. That is called entitled, permitted, allowed. And the second one, sponsored. Sponsored. What is the meaning of sponsored? Sponsored means provided fund for an activity. Suppose you are going to organize a tour with the students of your section. It means you will go to visit somewhere. So how can you manage the money? How can you manage the fund? The school will provide the fund. It means the school sponsored the fund to you. It is called sponsored. Okay. Next one, florist. But it's called florist. It is very useful word. Florist. Florist means developed, grew up, enlarged. It means, suppose if you read newspaper, you can develop your vocabulary. You can flourish your vocabulary. Yes, stock of words. That is called florist, develop. And next word, funerary. Funerary. You can get the words in your word Trove textbook. And funerary. What is called funerary? Funerary means a religious ceremony of burning or burying a dead body. It means whenever someone dies, so some people carry the dead body to somewhere for either burning or burying underground. So it is called funerary. Funerary means the ceremony which is done after anybody's death with the dead body. That is called funerary. Funerary means a religious ceremony of burying or burning any dead body. Okay. Next, edifice. 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 Edifice means a large impressive building. A large impressive building, that is called edifice. And next one, immensely. Immensely. What is called immensely? What is the meaning of immensely? Immensely means extremely. Extremely. I am immensely well. I am immensely good at sports. I am immensely good at speaking English. So I am extremely good at speaking English. That is called immensely. It means extremely. And next one, civilization. Yes, it is very useful word. Civilization. What is called civilization? Civilization means a stage of human social and cultural development. A stage of human social and cultural development that we do now. That is called civilization. We belong to a civilization. Okay, that is called civilization. But in the forest, you cannot see any civilization. But here in the town and villages, you can see the civilization. Civilization means all related to social and cultural aspects, development. It is called civilization. And next one, ancient. What is called ancient? Ancient means distant past. It is called distant past. It is called earliest. Earliest. You can see you can find the word in your text. Ancient Egyptian society, civilization. What is called ancient? Very distant past. It is called ancient. And the next one, Pharaohs. Yes, it is the title, Land of Pharaohs. What is called Pharaohs? Who are Pharaohs? Pharaohs means the Egyptian kings. The Egyptian kings. It means Pharaohs. And next one, Egyptian kings, and you can say Egyptian emperors. It is called Pharaohs. And next one, tombs. It is also very beautiful, very useful word. Tombs. What is called tombs? Tombs means a monument of the memory of a dead person. You can see a tomb in our where a dead body is burnt or dead body is buried in a Christian graveyard. There the dead body is buried under the water, underground, and on the dead body, and there they make a tomb. It means like the memory of the dead person. It is mean tomb. Tomb means a monument, a structure which is made upon the dead body for the memory of this dead person. It is called tomb. And next one, burial ground. What is called burial ground? Burial ground, you can say it graveyard. It is very common word, burial ground. Burial, it means the Christians, where the Christians bury. It means bury their dead body. It means burial ground. So that is called burial. Burial ground where the dead bodies are buried underground. It is called burial ground. And the next one, represents. What is called represents? Represents means stands for or symbolizes. Stands for or symbolizes. Represents. You can also find these words in your textbook. Represents. What is called represents? Represents means stands for. I will give an example. The Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose represents the courage. The Subhash Chandra Bose stands for courage. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose symbolizes courage. Yes, that is called represent. It is called represent. Okay. Next one, fetch. What is called fetch? Fetch means go and bring. Suppose I tell you to go there and bring a glass of water for me. That is called fetch a glass of water for me. Fetch it. Fetch a glass of water for me. It is called go and bring. That is called fetch. And the next one, couple. You know what is called couple? Couple means two. It means pair. You put on a couple of shoes. Okay? Couple. And next, wise. Wise means having knowledge. It means someone has knowledge on different things. So he is a very wise person. It is called wise. And next one, prosperity. What is called prosperity? Prosperity means development. It is called also development. Development, prosperity, development means like our country has lot of development on IT and information technology. So it is called development. Development means large in spread widely. It means development. So is the word is used in your text, prosperity. And the next one, mummification. Yes, what is the word mummification? Mummification is a process to make the dead body into mummy. That is called mummification. So mummification process was applied by the Egyptian priests, holy person, who make the dead bodies of Egyptian king into mummy through a process, and this process was called mummification. So mummification is a word, and it is called a process to make the mummy. And next one, teens. Yes, it is very useful word. Teens. What is called teens? You say you hear, usually you hear 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so 19, 13, from 13 to 19, 13 to 19, it is called teens. So teen means the age group from 13 to 19, it is called teen. So my brother is 14 years old, so he is a teen, he is a teenager, he is a teenager. You can hear the word usually, he is a teenager, he is a teenager, she is a teenager. So teenager, teens, it means from age 13 to 19, it is called teen. Teen, the word sounds teen, it is called teens. And next one, preserved. What is called preserved? Preserved means protected, saved from harm. That is called preserved. Suppose you have, you can see the food wrapped in a foil pack. So it is called reserved. It is called protected food from harm. The food cannot be rotten. It is called preserved. The dead bodies of the Egyptian kings were preserved. And next one, discovered. It is a very common word, discovered. You can hear this in different from your textbook, whatever, storybooks. Discovered. Discovered means found out. It means found out. So someone discovered something, someone found out something, it is called discovered. So here in the text there is written, Howard Carter is an archaeologist, discovered the tomb of Tutankhamun. Okay, so Tutankhamun's tomb was discovered, was found out by Howard Carter. And the next one and last one, priests. What is called priests? Priest is actually, the singular word is priest. So what is called priest? Priest means a holy person, a holy man. You can see the priest in church, in a church, Christian church. I think you have visited, you may have visited a church. So there is a person who talks, who maintains the church. It is called priest. So priest means holy person. And these are the words you must, you have to write them down. You must write them down in your notebook with its meaning, I tell you. And next, the information about personalities. There are 4 personalities mentioned in your textbook. Like first one, Sphinx. Who is Sphinx? Sphinx. Sphinx is a statue, is a rock statue made of rock. And who is this? What is this statue? Rock. Sphinx is a statue with a human head and lion body. Yes, the statue of the head looks like human, and the body of the head of the statue looks like human, and the body of the statue looks like a lion. So it is a combination of human and lion. So it is a statue made of rock with a human head and lion's body, and it represents what? It represents intelligence and strength. So it represents two, what? Intelligence and strength. Intelligence for human head and strength for lion body. Okay, and it guards the pyramids as well. What does it do? What its work? What does it do? What does Sphinx do? What is Sphinx? So Sphinx is a statue with human head and lion's body, and it represents the intelligence and strength. And what does Sphinx do? What? It guards the pyramid. It guards the pyramid. And next one, Nefertiti. Who? Nefertiti. Nefertiti is the most beautiful queen of Egypt. Yes, Nefertiti is the most beautiful queen of Egypt. And the next one, Tutankhamun. What is there? Tutankhamun. Tutankhamun. Tutankhamun is an Egyptian king. Is an Egyptian king. But unfortunately, he died in his teens. It means he died between the age of 13 and 19. 13 and 19. So Tutankhamun is a king of Egypt and he died in his teens. It means from the age 13 to 19. Okay? And the last one, Howard Carter. Previously I told you, I telling you the words meaning. Howard Carter. Howard Carter is a world famous archaeologist. Okay, archaeologist, world famous archaeologist. It means like you have heard the word scientist and biologist. So it is called archaeologist. So he was a world famous archaeologist and he discovered the tomb of Tutankhamun in the year 1922. Okay, so Howard Carter is an archaeologist who discovered the tombs of Tutankhamun in the year 1922. So these are the words and the personalities from your textbook, the story Land of Pharaohs, and I am telling you again, you will read the story line by line repeatedly, and you must know the words with its meaning and the personalities I told you just now, so that you can make a clear sense of the story while reading it. Okay? Stay home, stay safe, and take care of yourself.